everybody, Deathstalker here. So this one here is actually my last and current motorcycle. I believe it's bike number 7, and you've seen it in all the videos. So what I thought I'd do is I'd pull up to a spot here, get out, and show it to you. The question is whether or not you can actually get to the spot. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so let me get off here quickly. So what you're looking at is a 2004 Honda RC51, known as the RVT. It would be what's called the SP2 version, which is the next generation. The original version, which was from 2000. The SP2 has a bunch of improvements that were requested for racing and so forth. I got the lights on right now, so I'll show you. I've got HID headlights with angel eyes as well. They only work when the bike's on, so you don't drain the battery. I actually hit the horn so you can. That's a freeway blaster. That's one of those horns I did on my other vlog about loud horns. Bought it used. Didn't really have much choice in the matter because I bought it after production had ceased. When it came out in 2000, I asked my my wife if I could have one, and I basically got told no, and went on for like 7 years. Could I have an RC51? Could I have an RC51? Until she finally said, "Okay, go ahead." And of course, I went and got one. So. Nice little bike. So it's got M4 exhaust pipes on it. The bike originally came with Yoshimura pipes, aftermarket slip-ons. I'll post a picture of it so you can sort of see what it looked like. They're mid-pipe. I didn't like them. They were unbelievably loud, and I mean like hurtful loud. I drove down the road, and any car I passed that had an alarm would go off. Just me driving by, not even doing anything crazy. So I found some M4s on eBay. They were used, and I picked them up, and I'm just absolutely happy with them. They work really well. You'll notice there's a lot of little carbon fiber bits on it. There's carbon fiber wrapped handlebars, mirrors, and a few other pieces here and there. It's mostly for cosmetics. I just happen to like carbon fiber. It's something from, like, when I started racing, carbon fiber wasn't used for racing until about halfway through my career, and it was kind of the cool wonder material. Has aftermarket foot pegs on it. The standard Honda foot pegs happen to have a little tang on the tip right here, which the way I ride is sort of in the middle of my foot, and if you're wearing shoes without a lot of sole support, you end up with a bruise in the bottom of your foot, and it got aggravating pretty quick, so I swapped those out for some aftermarket blue anodized foot pegs. Most of this stuff I will probably try to put the description as to what I bought and where I bought it, providing I still have it. A lot of these places, because the RC51 is not made anymore, they don't make these accessories, so a lot of times it's sort of like hunting and searching around. Now you'll notice the front rotors are EBC rotors, and from the UK. Did not put Brembos on it. I would have loved to, but the price of putting Brembo rotors and calipers on the bike, I priced it out just a little while ago, because we actually now have a Brembo distributor in Canada, and it was going to cost me around $2,500, which was just a little too much money for someone on my pay scale to spend right now. What I did do though, I put the rotors on because of a braking incident where I had to do emergency stop, and that's where I discovered the stock lines had way too much flex in them. So what I ended up doing was putting these, if you can see them right here, Kevlar coated or Kevlar line brake lines, and they drastically improved the braking on the bike. And with a stock rotor, it still didn't work quite well. So what I ended up doing was I popped a set of EBC brake rotors on there just to make it a little more, to get a little more grip for the calipers, along with some high performance brake pads. The bike itself, the engine, is stock. There's nothing done to it. What I did do is I put a Canon performance air filter on it just so it flowed better. And because the M4 pipe, and actually the Yoshimura before that, I had to put a power commander on it because the bike had a horrible flat spot, about 7,000 RPMs, where the bike would accelerate and then all of a sudden it just sort of stopped, and then around 9,000 it took off again. And the power commander fixed that. So when I with the Yoshimura pipes, and when I swapped the Yoshimuras out for the M4, I had to get a mapping for the M4 as well. And that basically does the taking a dog for a run, makes the bike perform a lot better. And I also put Kevlar lines in the back end and clutch cable as well, just for continuity. This is a dog park and a horse park and a radio controlled plane park. So I figured a Monday wouldn't be too busy, but I was wrong. I put a carbon fiber inner fender in there. You can see the foot peg guards are carbon fiber as well. And that's actually a real carbon fiber. Chain guards, carbon fiber. And I also put a one from Japan from Magic Racing, a shroud for the instrument panel as well. The bike has an undertail as well. That's pretty well about it. LED lights, of course, for turn signals and brakes and whatnot, but you know, that's it. Like the bike itself, it's a great bike. It runs well, it rides well. It is a race bike built for the street, so you tend to get you know, if any pothole you hit or whatnot will just go right through your entire body. So you accept that as one of the downsides. Like anybody who owns a Ducati, like a Panigale or a 998 or whatnot, they'll tell you they don't. They absolutely despise rough roads and roads with potholes and railway tracks. And this is no different. It just happens to be a Japanese version. Bike's got about 29,000 kilometers on it. When I talked to one of the mechanics about them, they said they were like unbelievably reliable motor and machine. They don't get a lot of them in for anything going wrong with them, other than just general service. Just the biggest problem with them is they get crashed, and a few of them have been written off because they were crashed, and the owners can't afford to fix them or replace them because the parts are so expensive. But essentially, if someone's just driving it day in, day out, it's just they go forever. And he's got a couple of them that he services that have got over 60,000 kilometers on them. So, and again, there's no problems, no issues. As long as you do your oil changes and just keep an eye on them, they work great, which is, you know, typical pretty well in most Japanese motorcycles. There's a few brands or individual models that were POSs, and every manufacturer pretty well has one. You know, that's about it. You know, you hear the bike engine running when I'm doing the videos. It actually sounds better in real life than it does on through the helmet. But that's my toy, and like I say, it only took me 7 years of asking, you know, can I have one before I was allowed to have one. So, I'm going to take advantage of this nice, beautiful April day and go for another ride. So, that's all for now. Talk to you later.